Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So things are underway. And he's picked it up out wide. Chance here to counter. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he really thrives on one-on-one situations, and I always think that that brings excitement and entertainment to a game of football. And of course, his job is to supply, and it's never as easy as people think, but he's doing it quite well.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
And here's Xavi Simons.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
That's going to go a long way. Pedri. Rafinha in acres of space out wide. And he's managed to get free. And he shoots!
A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Rafinha certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Lewandowski. Tries to dink it through.
Lewandowski clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
No, that's been intercepted. Rafinha. Tottenham yet to have an attempt on goal. Dani Olmo. And he welcomes it in. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And that pass just didn't quite work. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Driving forward. Kudus. Oh, cracking ball.
It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty.
Tottenham presented with a golden opportunity here. This for 1-0.
And Szczęsny pulls off a sensational save.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Getting up there!
That's put paid to the danger. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And it's Pedri. Danso wins the duel this time. Simons. Maddison. And he was quick to react. Pedri. Yamal. De Jong. Now it's Yamal.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Kubasi. Great ball, and he's in here. Xavi Simons showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Pedri. Pedro Porro cuts out the pass. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. And Dani Olmo. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And that was nowhere near his best. Pedri. Dani Olmo. Played back into the centre. And it's De Jong. De Jong is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Pedri. That's a lovely pass. Maddison. And it's made its way to him. The cross. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. De Jong. And it's Balde.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Dani Olmo. Now it's Lewandowski. And Yamal. And it's Pedri. And here's Lewandowski. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And the referee says that is that for the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I would say, Peter, that the scoreline isn't entirely reflective of that first half. There's been a decent ebb and flow. The penalty obviously jumps out as the moment, but there's plenty of time left to see things change.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Played out wide. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And here's Xavi Simons. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that is good. Oh, they could be caught out here. Corner it is. Tottenham have their second corner now. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. And now a sudden chance to counter. Balde. This is De Jong. Pedri. Now it's Lewandowski. That's been cut out, well played. Kudus. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to pass it through. Lewandowski is in a really good position out wide. Big chance, corner. They've played it short. Now it's Rafinha. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Tottenham have the chance to go the other way. Araujo cuts it out. And it's Olmo. And the pass is intercepted. Lewandowski. Van der Ven. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter.
And Solanke! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Pedri. Yamal. João Palhinha. Now it's Kudus. Dani Olmo. De Jong. Now it's Lewandowski. And he's being shifted off it. And here's Kudus. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Udogi receives it in a wide position. Koundé gets over and intercepts. Yamal. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's De Jong. Aims beyond the defence.
Barcelona really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Romero. Half an hour gone in the second half. Here's Maddison. João Palhinha. And here's Kudus.
Might want to be careful there.
Tottenham have a free kick.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go?
El dorsal 16, el dorsal 14, el dorsal 6.
Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Maddison! And he's there to belt it away. Referee's given a throw. Fermin. De Jong. And it's Balde. Now it's Rafinha. And it's Balde. And here's Rashford. Palhinha makes the interception.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Xavi Simons into the last 5 minutes. Now it's Rashford.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Vermeer. De Jong. Gavi. And he's picked out the run. And it's Rashford. Tries a shot! He lifts the roof! Mass euphoria! Ecstasy! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Barcelona look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserved this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
That's that, the end. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So things are underway. He is through. Chance! And it's a goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! one, but two. It is a dream start.
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Tottenham are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
That's a shade optimistic. Simons, and here's Solanke, knocks it out wide. Lewandowski receives it in a good position here. Tottenham are already cruising here, 2-0, a fabulous start. Now it's Dani Olmo, Lewandowski, and he's there to belt it away. Van der Ven tries to clear. Oh, good spread. Pedro Porro. Martin makes the interception. And it's Olmo. Oh, delightful ball. Van der Ven getting this one clear. And he cuts out the supply. Maddison. Now it's Simons. Threads one in. Simons. Picks out real chance. Just cruising. They are cruising. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball. And splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
And the shot!
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 6, el dorsal 22, el dorsal 7, el dorsal 24.
All the way through, so back it comes. Take back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Great big chance! And no mistake.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? That has been cut short. Udogi. Plays a sharp little ball here. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Danny Olmo.
De Jong, pass somewhat off target. That pass isn't the best. Balde. That's good running with the ball. That is good alertness. Danny Olmo. And this is Lewandowski. De Jong. That's destined for the flank. Danny Olmo. That's a good ball out wide. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Tottenham looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pedri, that has not gone well. And no, that was never going to make it. Danny Olmo, it's a pretty loose pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Can he get on the end of this?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
De Jong, he won't be happy with that one.
Habrá
And it's
2
Polo.
minutos de descuento.
Danny Olmo. Now it's Lewandowski. Tries to pass it through. That is ended up in no man's land. Van der Ven. And the referee says that is that for the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Tottenham claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Now it's Kudus. And João Palhinha. Kudus. Now it's Solanke. Oh, red, nice interception. Now it's Lewandowski. Koundé, distributed tidily. And the return pass. And this is Lewandowski. And he plays one through. Yamal. And that pass just didn't quite work. Solanke. Xavi Simons. Danso. Pedri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And here's Yamal. Lewandowski.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He has a look up. And it's Pedri. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Caught offside that time. João Palhinha. Romero. João Palhinha. And it's João Palhinha. And he's forced to go back. Now Van der Ven. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Pedri. Danny Olmo. Danny Olmo. He's found a way through. Tries to play it through. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Olmo. This is a promising build-up. Danny Olmo cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Balde. De Jong. And it's Pedri. That's a little off target. Xavi Simons. And this is Lewandowski. Wriggles his way through. Now this could be a chance. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And he's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Goes down, but nothing given. Spread it left. And he's intervened well there. That's a sharp pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Udogi. Not the most accurate pass. Back to the keeper it goes. Pedro Porro. Now Van de Ven. Udogi. Madison. Dani Olmo. De Jong. He's in a great position here. And it's De Jong. Dani Olmo. Madison, who's set up one goal so far. And it's Balde. Always onto this. Good ball, good take. Oh, well played, well played. Udogi. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Madison. Van de Ven. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Udogi, nicely weighted ball. Solanke. And that's a throw-in. And it's Udogi. Udogi finding himself in space. Szczesny claims it with... There could be trouble here. Played out wide. And he's quick to return it. So that's it. It is all over. Tottenham are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Solanke just could not help himself, could he? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Cap Nou at its best. Things already rolling. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. And that is a little undercooked. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, important interception. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, I've always liked the look of Cole Palmer, Peter, who is a versatile attacker, but I think sometimes we kind of get a bit mixed up with versatility and flexibility, because when he moves around the pitch, it's not necessarily being versatile in different positions, it's just his flexibility, his reading of the game, and that's what I really enjoy about him. He just makes it very difficult to be contained.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team.
This is the time you need that pace.
Palmer.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
James wants to run onto this. Palmer is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's João Pedro. It's a pretty loose pass. They're back in possession and ready to go again. That has been cut short. Dani Olmo. And it's De Jong. He's in plenty of space here. He is through here. And a chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Shot could be... And again! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Tries a measured ball. Sanchez gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Chelsea yet to have an attempt on goal. Pedro Neto is herring after that one. It's a promising position. He's found a way past. Will play through for the wide man. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Dani Olmo. It's a really well-measured ball. Dani Olmo. Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye. Half an hour played now. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's James. Palmer. Space for him to turn and look. Rafinha. Balde. Rafinha, not the most accurate pass. Looking for options for movement. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed Pedro Neto! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Chelsea are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Chelsea have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Has to go back here. De Jong. Looking for the run. There's the shot! And he's stuck it away! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both.
And that is the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
Chelsea are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And so the action is resumed. Now it's Pedro Neto. Now it's Lewandowski. Cucurella promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Cucurella. And that has left him in a heap. Dani Olmo does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Looking for a runner. It's Pedri. Now it's Lewandowski. Balde. De Jong. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Palmer. Fernandez. And Chalobah. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Koundé. He's going to be disappointed with that. Dani Olmo. And it's De Jong. Turns back here, probably the best option. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Tries to pass it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Pedro Neto. Yamal wins the duel this time. Cucurella is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Pass is just off target. Balde clears without hesitation. Yamal. And it's Olmo. Now it's Dani Olmo.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 14, el dorsal 16.
James. Now it's Rashford. Now it's Yamal. And here's Rashford. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, now he can run away with it. Caught offside that time. Now it's Rashford. De Jong. Rafinha. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's got away. Oh, nice touch.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That's tidy. He's in a chance for a shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Good ball, good take. Now he's got space here. Rafinha gets flagged offside. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Oh, super find. The ball has bounced loose now. And that's going wide left. Pedro. Oh, shooting chance! Pedri can clear it away. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, that looks a good ball through. Koundé. Yamal. Now, can they get him away? He's found space here, and he's managed to get free. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. All hands on deck for this one. Rafinha goes short. Rafinha. Backward it goes. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Pedro Neto claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
Knocks it into space. It's a promising position, delivered in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Chalobah cuts out the pass. Pedro Neto. And here's Neto. João Pedro! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Pedro Neto! Rodri can clear it away. Out towards the flank. Cross flung in towards the middle. Palmer! And he's done it! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Number 10, Palmer.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Haaland, looking tidy in possession here. And here's Haaland, Doku. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point.
And the score is 1-0.
Pedro Neto, and a header! Oh, he's hit the bar! And he's heaved it away. And it's Fernandes. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, cracking ball. Not the most convincing of passes. Real chance here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, nicely intercepted. Haaland. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Rodri. Foden. And the shot's on here. Fernandes. Now it's Palmer. That has ended up in no man's land. Haaland. And it's Rodri. Rodri is fouled. It's a quick one. Now it's Foden. Caicedo. Quality ball. João Pedro. And he plays one through. He has found the way through. He's having a shot! That's going to go a long way. Pedro Neto. Oh, played through for the wide man. Pedro Neto. Can he finish? And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Fernandes certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Shoots! And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Chelsea are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Great vision. Looking for options for movement. And there's the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Substitution on the field, number 47.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
A case now of complete... Oh, can he finish? Oh, good finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Chelsea are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Played out towards the right wing. Ruben Dias wins the duel this time. That's a throw. Reinders. And it's Bernardo Silva. This might spell danger.
There'll be 3 minutes added time.
Palmer. And here's Haaland. Rodri. Nicely weighted ball. And that is well cleared. Fernandes. Oh, good spread. Good ball, good take. Palmer. And he welcomes... And a chance! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely.
Chelsea really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Chelsea enjoying a half which is little short of perfect. The dominant force, the only force in a one-sided contest. Back underway then. And it's made its way to him. Chelsea can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Reinders. Claudio. Looking for the run. He's found space here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Now that's well seen too. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. That's been cut out, well played. Rodri. Vardiol.
This looks promising. And it's Reinders. João Pedro is onto this. Pedro Neto. Oh, what has happened here?
Pedro Neto finds himself offside.
Semenyo. And here's Neto.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Oh, that's a key interception. Reinders. And here's Palmer. No, it's come to nothing. And he thumps it clear. Reinders.
Caicedo does well to get it back.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Fernandes.
Colwill. And back to the goalkeeper.
Cucurella.
Pedro Neto has it out wide and in space.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's João Pedro. João Pedro. Chance for a shot!
Brought out the best in the keeper.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Chelsea have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Robert Sanchez.
Keeper's got good distance on that.
And that's a really buccaneering run he's making.
Stones. And it's Bernardo Silva.
Fernandes. Reinders. Now it's Rodri. And Caicedo.
He's a sharp little ball here. Threads one in.
Cucurella
Is wide and looking to get onto this. Ruben Diaz.
deals with that comfortably.
Rodri.
And it's James.
Palmer.
That is a brilliant interception.
Palmer really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Goes for a shot! And a neat finish! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Chelsea are having a ball here. Now it's Haaland. Fernandes. Cucurella.
Pedro Neto.
Tries to play it through.
And he welcomes it in. Shapes to shoot!
And that is faded wide. Oh, what a mistake! João Pedro, and he shoots! Oh, almost a sixth! Fofana. Chalobah. Caicedo.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Chalobah. That's the end. Chelsea really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. João Pedro on the score sheet 3 times. Very much the man.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.